One day, sir.
Got everything. Turn on. Hello. Sitting right here at eComm last year, my partners Sam and Ashish were so inspired by the amazing presentations that a couple months later we decided to start our own company. So to eComm and the community, thanks for the inspiration and thanks for pushing the conference back a couple of weeks. We really needed the extra engineering time to get a product ready for you guys today. So what is Ringio and what are we launching today? Ringio is a cloud-based, rich calling platform for small and medium-sized businesses. Today, we're launching an Adobe Air-based application that runs on pretty much any computer and operating system, as well as a smartphone client on Android. Ringio is fully web-based, self-service, and for a 10-person company sets up in 10 minutes or less from start to finish. As a matter of fact, knowing the crowd here, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you will be using Ringio by the time I'm done with my pitch in about 5. So since rich calling is not yet a widely established industry term, let me give you a quick summary how we came up with Ringio and what's the key business problem we're trying to solve. It seems like anything important these days is explained in tag clouds. So if you would ask customers these days how they would describe their experiences calling businesses, you probably would see something like this. Not good. But to make matters worse, if you would actually write down what they said, it might look more like this. At the same time, on the other hand, if you ask employees how they feel about the calls they receive on a daily basis, tag cloud would look like this. Well, more like this. Well, if you combine those two, it really didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out the only logical conclusion. It's a mess. Well, actually. Large companies have been trying to solve this problem for years by spending tons of money on expensive technologies and applying lots of metrics. For me, there's only one metric that really matters. And despite the benefits of things like Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook, a real-time phone call between a customer and an employee still offers the fastest path to satisfaction. Our research indicated that there are 5 key areas that have the highest impact on satisfaction in the process of a customer calling a company. The quality of the automated system, reaching ideally the right person, the efficiency of the conversation between the customer and the employee, the fact that there was something like an emotional connection, and the efficiency of the follow-up. We see the use of real-time data as the key to improvements in all of these areas. So let's take a quick look at what rich calling could be and what a difference it could make for a small business. So imagine yourself sitting in an office and a customer is trying to call you. You would hear the phone ring, and maybe you see the phone number and the caller ID on that tiny display, which, if your office looks anything like mine, is likely covered in that really nasty layer of dust, coffee spills, and muffin crumbs. Now let's try the same thing again, this time Ringio style. So you're working on your computer, and a customer is trying to reach you. So this is what you would see with Ringio's rich calling. Now some of you will say, well, that awfully looks like a CTI pop. And you're right. This aspect of Ringio could be described as CTI for the masses. Our current release already includes a detailed overview of the contact information, notes that were taken in the context of calls and shared with everyone, a detailed list of every single interaction the customer had with your company, one-click web access to the most relevant website in the context of the call, and a real-time sync with Google Apps. Most small and medium-sized businesses will not need anything beyond Ringio and this CRM-light functionality to become more customer-centric. All of this is available and ready for download today. Our upcoming releases will have support for Salesforce.com and other major CRM and SaaS providers, especially in the areas of Salesforce and marketing automation, ticketing, and support. What will make Ringio unique is that it will combine the most relevant snippets of information from multiple CRM systems in the context of a call. And that can be the difference between make or break. So imagine a sales person receiving a call from a really hot prospect and seeing that that person just logged a P1 issue last night as a support ticket. Probably not a good idea to start off the conversation pushing for the signature just yet. Or a support agent receiving a call and seeing that really rude and annoying person on the other end probably should not be hung up on or be treated disrespectfully because they're actually in the process of making a massive purchasing decision with the company. This type of rich calling information will have a real impact on the bottom line of our business customers. Moving from the more mundane to the more visionary, as I mentioned earlier, we believe that one of the key drivers for better business conversations is the emotional connection between the customer and the caller. And we're not trying to pretend that we have figured everything out, but our early tests have indicated that including dynamically generated relevant snippets from multiple social networks in the context of a phone call can make a huge difference in finding common ground. A shared hobby or interest, the fact that the customer hates or likes the same college basketball team than you, can turn the conversational tide before you move on explaining your latest service pitch. We think of rich calling as a worthwhile industry initiative, helping millions of small businesses becoming better in handling phone calls from their customers. And we see Ringio as a small but vital gear of bringing together the worlds of data and CRM and telephony. Ringio was designed and built to partner with a private label version available soon. So if you're interested in the functionality, but not ready to introduce another brand to your customer base, please talk to us and I will walk you through the various options that we have available. Ringio was also designed as a truly global cloud-based solution with preview versions of Ringio available in German and Spanish. So, partly as first of all, thanks for letting me present today, partly as a sign of our appreciation, but more realistically for the completely selfish reason of getting as much high-quality feedback from the most perfectionist and annoyingly detailed users we could get. We put together a special promotion for every single eComm attendee offering unlimited free use of Ringio until the end of July and a 10% discount of any of our published rates going forward. Today is a humble beginning for a great idea, but with your help, feedback, support, and cooperation, we can make rich calling happen for millions of small businesses worldwide. So thank you very much for having me.